All right, Joyce, we're going to start with you in terms of just um, we'll go into our prayerful state right now, and we'll just all I'm going to ask you is just to state what your intentions are, who you intend to send Reiki to this morning, and I'll just go through the list.
I intend to send Reiki to myself, my immediate family, an extended family, my friends, to the world in general.
Excellent. Super. Thank you. Melvin.
I send Reiki to myself, my first cousin who's currently in the hospital from a stroke, my immediate family and the Ukrainians, and to Jesus the Christ.
Excellent. Thank you. Liz.
I send Reiki to myself, to my sisters and their families, to Ukraine and Russia, Mother Earth, and of course, every wonderful soul in this call.
Thank you. Lovely. Andrea. Andrea, unmute yourself.
Sorry about that. I intend to send Reiki to myself, to my son who's going through some career struggles, to my sister-in-law's nephew who's in the hospital, 6 months old and facing surgery, and of course to end the conflict in Ukraine and bring peace.
Thank you. Barbara. Thank you. Unmute yourself, Barbara. Oh, we lost Barbara. All right, Christine, while she's coming back on, Christine, why don't you go?
Sure. I'll send healing to my dad, to myself, to the Ukrainian refugees, and just the planet as a whole. Thank you.
Excellent. Okay. And Julie?
Thank you, Alice. I pray and send peace and healing to myself, my family, my immediate family and friends. I pray for those with COVID and dealing with that, and those that have passed. I also pray for those for peace and healing in Ukraine and Putin, and for the angels and archangels and, you know, all the ascended masters to help us through this.
Thank you. Pamela. There's Barb. All right.
Sorry, I just got on. I don't know what happened. What's happening?
Oh, okay. Just we'll have Barbara go then first, and just who you intend to send Reiki to today. So
myself, my family, and my sister-in-law, who is in quarantine in Greece with a positive COVID test, and the Ukraine.
Okay, excellent. So anybody that you intend to send Reiki to.
Good morning, everybody. I want to send Reiki to everyone who's going through any struggle and asking for peace and for healing. Myself and the whole world seems to be going through something, and I want to send it out to everyone.
Excellent. Thank you. And I think Judy Prenti is in the background. Oh, Christine, you want to?
Yeah, I just wanted to ask, to add one more. My grandmother and my papa, my papa's 1-year anniversary is coming up next Saturday of his passing.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Thank you. And Judy Prenti. Maybe she stepped away for a moment. So anyway, and again, I would like to send Reiki to myself, to my family, to the new baby that's coming in July, and to the world in general, but the world in all of its manifestations, the world as it appears in all the dimensions, in all the universes, to Ukraine, to Putin, that he receive the light that we are have gathered and for him. So, and that will be it. Okay. All right. So gently close your eyes. Take a deep breath in. And everybody mute themselves now. Okay. And we're going to just do a little bit of gasho. And just fold your hands in prayer position. Take your thumbs, press them into your breastbone. Look down and look at the top of your third finger, tall man. Take a breath in and another one. And another one. Dear Mother, Father, God, divine, infinite spirit, source of all that is, we thank you for this opportunity to gather together once again for a Reiki share, to send Reiki to ourselves and to all our intentions. And we thank you for the assistance of the angels, the archangels, the ascended masters, the Reiki masters. But most especially, we thank you for Master Jesus, Master Buddha, Master Kutumi. And we ask that the ancestors accompany us. They've been through this before, and hopefully we will, with the help of all the spiritual beings that surround us, we will be able to usher in the 1,000 years of peace that has been promised us by the ages, by the sages, by the prophets, by all those who have come before us with enlightenment. And now we watch. We can put our hands down in our lap. Take another deep breath in and exhale. And we relax our face, our back, our arms, our legs. And we ask and watch as Master Jesus steps forward. And as he comes towards us, we see the intensity of the two rays that are beaming from his heart. The white ray and the red ray. And those rays and his heart connect into our heart. And Master Jesus steps into us. And reminds us that everything he could do on this planet, so can we. And even more. His words, that are recorded through time. And starting with the heart. The rays beam down. And they take the heart, our heart, blended with his heart, and they expand our heart until it fills the space of our entire body. And as they fill the space of our heart, know that whatever heartache or heartbreak that has befallen you in this lifetime or in a past, just know that it is being healed. That the white ray and the red ray emanating from the heart of Jesus is affecting every single area of our heart. And know that I am whole. I am healed. I am standing in the perfection of the divine. I am the divine love of unconditional love. I am the divine light of grace. I am the bridge of light that can change even the hardest heart on this planet. I am the divine light that can shine through the darkest crevice. I am the divine light that illuminates the darkest corners of the earth. I am the divine light that shines through all men. For indeed, all are connected to me. All are connected to Source. All are one with Source. There are no exceptions. And that divine light is more powerful than any darkness that has enveloped the earth, that more powerful than any darkness that comes from a person's individual ego or any divine direct forces that may be influencing that ego, any dark forces that are out there. I am the divine light that overcomes all. I am the divine light that effects healing. There is nothing that cannot be healed if that is part of the soul contract of the person, place, or thing. And now we move. I take the divine light and move it into the third chakra. It has illuminated the third chakra and has caused that chakra to grow bright as the sun. My divine light has moved into even more radiance as it reflects the sun and adds its brilliance to the sun that lives in my solar plexus. And it is this sun that illuminates my mental body. And it is this sun that harmonizes with my personal will. And I align my personal will to be in keeping with the greatest light that I can bring forward from my personal utterances. And now I take the divine light of the red ray and the white ray emanating from the heart of Jesus and further expand my sacral chakra, the source of my creativity, where I combine my energies with the source of all that is. And I take the divine light that I am and further illuminate the orange ball of light that exists as my sacral. And I blend the energies of the three lights and watch as the sacral eliminates any doubts, any fears, anything that has held me back from stepping into the role that I want to play, the role that has been suggested to me, the role that I came here to bring forward for this planet, a role that was specifically designed for this moment in time, specifically designed to meet the challenges of what is happening on planet Earth at this moment in time. And I know I am capable because of doing that, because I am human, having and aligning with my spirit. The integral part of me is spirit that has stepped down and is playing a human role. And that human role starts as the baby in the womb, but grows and becomes the powerful human adult that I am. And I spread my light into all of my intentions. And I strengthen the resolve of all those that I have set as my intention. And now I move my divine light into the root chakra. This is my foundation. This is my safety net. This is my strength. This is where my survival skills are. And I know that everything I do, everything I partake in, strengthens my root. And I remember to send my energies down through the layers of Mother Earth and to combine with her energies. And I bring up the energies of Mother Earth into my root until I am firmly grounded and firmly placed on this planet. And I walk with sure steps because I walk in grace. I walk with the confidence of the Christ consciousness, and I walk with the confidence of God and accepting God, a merciful God, a just God. A tolerant God. And now I move back into my heart and watch as the rays extend upward into my fifth chakra, into the source of my acceptance of divine will and my place of honor at God's table. God has laid out a feast for us, and we are all invited to that feast. We all have the right to participate as little pieces of God, having the same qualities of God, being able to bring forth what man calls miracles, because we are in complete alignment with God's will, even if we don't understand it, even if we don't get why certain things happen, why they exist. We accept in faith that this is all for our learning, and we continue to express our alignment with God. And we understand that accepting God's will as our will is not giving up anything. It is an expansion of our humanity into our divinity. And now we move into our brow chakra, and we open our third eye to its full capacity to see, to hear, to sense, to be in other dimensions. Because the third eye is our opening into those aspects of ourselves that humanity calls extraordinary, extra perception, extra audio abilities, extrasensory abilities. We accept them in faith as ours. And we pay attention to that which comes through for us. We pay attention to the little people that exist in a universe of their own, a universe in miniature. Whether we see them as light, whether we see them with our physical eyes or with our third eye, it makes no difference. We honor them for the specialness of their importance on the planet and how they serve the planet, how the elementals come in, the undines of the water, the sylphs of the air, the salamanders of fire, and the gnomes of the earth. And we honor their respective jobs to keep our planet pristine and cleansed, and to keep it from choking, from being poisoned, from dying. They keep our planet alive through their efforts, and we lend our efforts to their efforts by doing our part. And we move into the crown chakra. We take the two rays and move them into our crown. And we add the illumination of the two rays, the red ray and the white ray, and blend it with the crown, the lavender, the white gold, the white light of the crown. And as we blend, we watch as the 1,000-petal lotus on our crown opens up, and every single element that we have that is filled with kindness, with generosity, with love, with harmony, with balance, with understanding, with compassion, with tenderness. Every single beneficent virtue that we bring forward on the planet is a point in our crown. And as we exercise that, we open that petal up to its full potential. And we share those resources with family, with friends, with colleagues, with coworkers, with everybody that crosses our path in one way or another, even if only through thought. Because our thoughts are equally as powerful as what our actions are, because our actions begin with thought. And now we ask that Jesus take the red ray and the white ray over us like a fountain of light and shower down a soothing, smoothing feeling as we close this meditation and this Reiki share. And we thank Jesus and his heart for being with us today, for gracing our presence and being an everlasting part of our journey. He reminds us that he is only a thought away. We think it, we think of him, we ask for his help, and he is there. And now we very gently take our hands, put them in the prayer position. Once again, press the thumbs into your breastbone, and we thank Jesus the Christ for being here, and we thank all the people on the screen for showing up and joining in this meditation, this Reiki share. And the power that they have brought forward through their thoughts, through their beingness. And we take a deep breath in And exhale. Another deep breath in. Exhale. And a third deep breath in. And exhale. And we very gently open our eyes and bid namaste to each other. Thank you. All right. And Christine, I think I'll go with you first for feedback.
Yeah. Excuse me. Yeah, that was very palpable. I mean, the imagery was amazing. A few points that stuck out for me was one, when we were talking about the like the light going into the darkest crevices and stuff, like for whatever reason, Putin kind of stood in front of me and I could see it going, the light going into his heart and then kind of expanding behind him, like going through it in a way, you know, and just kind of expanding him and expanding his heart area. So, excuse me. So I thought that was very interesting. And I just felt like his heart chakra was expanding, you know, which I thought was really cool. And then after that, you said something about how like we're all connected and stuff on the planet. And I just, you know, before even I was already there and thinking that before it even came through. And it was really cool because it brought me back to my childhood on a project. My mom and I, of course, moms always help their kids and parents, I should say, dads too, always help their kids with their projects. But there was one where I drew like a globe in the middle and then around it was, we took like, we used like the gingerbread man cookie cutter and we use that to trace like people around the globe and all connecting, like holding hands, male and female, and just, you know, whatever they identified as. And just like, you know, back then it was male and female and like different races, different garb, just everything, you know, the way they looked. And to me, it just brought me back there just again of how we're just all so connected, you know, and just bringing the healing to absolutely everyone on earth and stuff, and so, and around the globe. So I thought that was really cool. And then I had another one that I took very literally, which was when you said, and when we were in our throat chakra and we were at the table feasting us, you know, and it was like, I was like, oh goody, a dinner party. I love a good dinner party. And so there was music playing. There was some of us were up and dancing. We were all laughing and just really communing. And you could just see the love flowing around and throughout the table, just all of us coming together and just, you know, just in such an elevated, joyful state. And I just loved that. I just thought it was like the coolest thing. And then of course, the last thing that really resonated a lot was at the end where, you know, he was like bathing us in the rays. And I just, I could clearly feel it throughout my body, just a lot of tingling going all the way down from head to foot and out. And I just thought it was really cool. So thank you.
Thank you. All right, Joyce. And I love your red and white jacket. That's perfect for this meditation. That's perfect.
I just had a deep sense of relaxation throughout the prayer.
Excellent.
That was very nice.
Thank you. Okay. And Melvin. Thank you.
Good morning again, everybody. Had a deep relaxation as well. The images were coming and going, and one of the images was kind of like a formation, like a parade, but it wasn't a parade, but it was a formation and it faded. And then the next one that is like when I go into awareness that the image is there, it kind of fades. But the next one I had, I don't know where we were in the chakra part, was I don't even know what it means, but it was either a motorcycle or a truck pulling a speedboat, and it passed. And other than that, that was it. I just enjoyed the ride
Excellent.
of the Reiki share and the prayer.
Excellent. Thank you. Barb. Unmute yourself.
I thought it was interesting that you brought up the elementals, because last night I started planning some rock painting of a little fairy garden. So yeah, so that's what it's going to be, an invitation for them to be with me. And the shower at the end, I was jerking with releases.
Wonderful.
It was titillating. I just, just all over. It was wonderful.
Excellent. Thank you. Thank you. Pam. Love your headband. Pam, we can't hear you. Can't hear you. Can't hear you. No. Mm-mm.
Okay, I can hear you.
There you go. There you go. Okay, got it.
I loved it. Everything was touching parts of what I'm doing more visualization and the chakras. And I pulled a card for myself. I pull a card for myself every Sunday. And that's what it said I need to do. Just breathe in, visualize each chakra one at a time, and I will be able to see it clearly. So you just, gave me affirmation on my weeks of what to do and feeling and seeing. It was wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you. Wonderful. Liz.
Thank you, Alice, and everyone. That was wonderful. I really needed my heart chakra, some energy there. I could feel it. I knew that before coming in, and then when you had us visualize the Sacred Heart, that was like, it just was on turbocharge. So it was exactly what I needed, and I really liked going and activating the lower chakras first, and then doing the upper chakras. That really, I felt that was very powerful today.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Thank you. Wonderful. Corrine.
Hello. I had like a wave every time when we went to another section, I would say, in our body. That was beautiful. It was like really like taking out the negativity. What I felt on the heart, that was beautiful. It was like from the front to the back, because a lot of us carry a lot of burdens. So I had like the feeling like pushing out the burden from my back. So I really pulling. And then I saw the earth, and I saw all the angels surrounding. That was beautiful, with all the people who are praying for peace and all the rich and the poor. But you saw like all the angel all around the world. That was very beautiful. And then by the third eye, I saw all the tribes, especially the Amazonian tribes, that were connected with all the Amazonian and the Africans, and all over the world. So there was like a connection with everyone. I was like, wow, that is beautiful. That was beautiful. And then on the crown chakra, it was like the flower, the lotus came up, and then it was kind of moving, like a little dancing. So that was really cool. So we all needed this beautiful healing.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Corrine. And good luck on your trip.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
That's going to be special. Andrea. Thank you.
Yes, I wanted to say your positive enthusiasm is just so contagious, Alice. I felt such a sense of peace, and I could really feel the presence of Christ. I mean, I really could sense his presence, and it was very meaningful. And towards the end of the meditation, the image of doves came to mind, being released, which I know is associated with peace. So I always feel so uplifted. And this was just a wonderful meditation for me. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And I think Julie Jin, where she's in the background.
Oh, good morning. Hi, Alice. Hi, everyone. Hi. Yeah, I took a walk this morning and I did feel this sense of peace that I haven't felt in a really long time. So it's interesting that you felt the same thing this morning. I saw a lot of green. It came in as white and pink or red, and then I just kept seeing green, green, green. And I felt so much, I think Barbara said it, like clearing and communing. And I just realized the thing that hit me a lot was the ego, how the ego gets in the way of our connection. And that if we can release that and get more into our spirit and our soul, that we can function in the way that we want spiritually.
Yeah, for sure. But that's a very powerful statement, because that's very, very true. So, oh, thank you.
Thank you so much. It was really beautiful and really, really helpful and healing.
Good. And I think that's it. I think we got everybody. So anyway, have a blessed week. Just keep the prayers going. Keep putting everybody in light. And because the mantra that I've been using consistently is, there is nothing stronger than white light. There's nothing stronger than white light. No amount of darkness, no matter how black the black is, if you light one candle, you can see it. If you light two, it becomes twice as powerful, the illumination. So, when you join together with even one other person in prayer, you are a powerful force to be reckoned with. So just keep praying out there. And we don't know, one of the thoughts that I did have is, I can remember when Bush declared war on, who was it? Where he said there were weapons of mass destruction, and there weren't any. And one of the statements that came out of that time was, a nation has to fight for its own democracy. We cannot impose it on them. And this is what these people are doing. They are fighting themselves. And I just happened to find a little reference to a French general in World War I, and his name was Foch, F-O-C-H. And he was put in charge of some battle that was hopeless, absolutely hopeless. And he made a statement that I'm kind of understanding and why it's going to happen. He said, materialistically, there's no way we will win that. Morally, there's no way we will lose. So think about that. Morally, the Ukrainian people have the prayers of the world coming towards them. And that's why I feel everything, just like Christine saw, the Putin, that we have to include Putin and Putin's mindset in our prayers, to send the illumination to him. So too, because he's the cause of all of this. Anyway, but everybody have a great week, and we'll see you next week. And next week will be Pam. She will be taking Melvin's place, and so Melvin will take her place at the end of the month. So anyway,
thank you very much.
Thank you all.
Okay, take care.
Thank you. Thank you, Alice.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, everyone. Bye, Alice. Talk to you soon.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Good
Have a
week.
great day.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye. Okay. Did you